Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick update on some parts of my garden here and also give you a tour of Tomato Row. But I wanted to show you, look how pretty this is. It's all nice and green and lush and overgrown and wild. Look at these zinnias. I have so much stuff that's ready to be harvested. I've been making harvest videos every other day practically, but I wanted to show you this. That's a little baby melon that's half eaten, and if you've seen any of my other previous videos, you know who did it. Cornelia, my tortoise. She's around here somewhere, but I saw that one of my melon vines was hanging low, kind of like how this one is, and she got to it. I guess that made it fair game that it was hanging down out of the raised bed where it was supposed to be secure. Anyway, she got a hold of it, and then she moved on and tried to get into my strawberries again. Look at these strawberries. I can't let her have these strawberries. They're just beautiful coming in. And yeah, she tried to get herself in there. She ate on this chard a little bit, but I don't mind that. I draw the line at the strawberries. Anyways, I have so much stuff that needs to be harvested. I've been harvesting almost every other day. Look at all these tomatoes that are ready. And then these ones that are beginning to blush. And down in here, there's one that is almost ready. This kind is called Chocolate Stripes, and this one is Paul Robeson, and this one is Napa Chardonnay. And I've been pulling a lot of tomatoes off, cherry tomatoes off of this one. So, and there's some other things, like a lot of things that are growing that's ready. A lot of things that, if you remember, I tied these up because the wind. My husband gave me that suggestion. Well, if we tie some string to it and tie it down to the box, then they'll be okay. Well, not necessarily. And I told him that too. I said, watch, if it doesn't work, it's just gonna be worse. It's gonna look worse. And I mean, that is just crazy. And some of the peppers are still wilted from the weather we had today. It was pretty warm today. We've been staying consistently in the high 90s, and it looks like we might end up actually touching into the hundreds for consecutive days coming up. So this one is blushing here. There's a few of them in there down in that grass, but that one is black from Tulia. And then this Jubilee right here is ripening. And then these Azoyshka. These ones are ripening up too. So I'm gonna have a lot more taste test videos and review coming up. But I just wanted to show you, look how this watermelon patch is doing. And believe me, I've got a lot of watermelons in there. I'm not going to step off in there right now, but I took some photos of a lot of the watermelons, and the squash is producing a whole bunch of zucchinis, not squash, zucchinis. So there's one in there I have to pull out. It's ready to be harvested. So like I said, I'm going to have to do another harvest video probably tomorrow. But look at this. Everybody is getting some color over here. These are the green sausage. This is the solar flare. and it's all laid over because of this wind. This wind is horrible, you guys. I don't know how I managed to grow stuff for the 3 years that I've been here. Look at that one. That big one is blushing. There's one inside there that's already turning. Oh yeah. And down there too. So these are all good. I forget which one that one is. I don't remember which one that one is. But look at all of this. And some of them are sun scalded. They got sunburned. So I'm going to have to take them off of here so I can cut them up and make some sauce or something with them. And then over here, I got aromas that are ripening. You can see the red in there. I got aromas. And over here, actually, I think these are San Marzano. Yeah, these are San Marzano. And then I got these little peppers growing on here. All these little peppers on this jigsaw pepper. There's a wasp that just landed over here on this tomato plant. I'm wondering if maybe I have a hornworm in there, and that's why he's over there checking it out. I don't know, wasps are good because they'll lay their eggs on the hornworm, and then their larvae in turn kill the hornworm. So that could be. Okay, now these are aromas. And then that one is Oregon Spring. There's a couple of them that are ready in there. So I have a lot to harvest. And to tell you the truth, this garden has been keeping me really, really busy because I've been trying to fix things that are messed up and maintain it. And then all this stuff is ripening all at once. And so, yeah, I've been keeping pretty busy in this garden. And it's been hot, so it's been a love-hate relationship, you know, because I don't like the heat and I don't want to be out here in this heat. But I have to be a good caretaker of this garden, so yeah. I had ripped out this corn and replanted some more corn, and it's so far it's doing pretty good. Cornelia hasn't gotten up in here, so that's a good thing. And then here I have this volunteer squash plant. Well, actually it's a hybrid between a cross between squash, yellow squash, and green zucchini. So it's like a neon yellow color fruit on there. So I get to harvest that too in my next video and show you guys that. So I've been saying I was going to take you down Tomato Row and let you know what all the different varieties are growing. And I noticed a lot of it is doing pretty good so far. The wind and the heat has been my largest enemy. Not even the bugs so much. It's been the wind and the heat. And so you're going to notice that there's some plants that are struggling to stay alive. Some are just dead. They died on me. So I'm still toying with the idea of replanting some of the ones that are dying, because I still have seeds. start some seeds and see what happens, so I can still taste them this season or just wait until next season. I live in Southern California in a high desert, so zone 8B. We have a pretty long growing season. We usually don't get our first frost until about December, late November, December. Our first hard frost January, so I have plenty of time to grow some more stuff, but I don't know, I'm just trying to debate if that's something I want to do. Okay, so this first one here is a yellow brandy wine. As you can see, I've been pruning. I took some time out and pruned yesterday, and I still have more to prune. As we go further, you'll see, but this one has a tomato in it, and I'm just waiting. I can't wait to try these. I hope that the tomatoes continue to form and grow and don't drop. August is usually a hot month. And look at this. There's fruit on this one too, going all the way up here. This one, the name tag came off of it, so I couldn't tell you without looking at my cheat sheet. I'll look at my cheat sheet and I'll just put the name up on the screen here for you. They're nice and tall. These are almost taller than me. This one is taller than me. This one is the big rainbow. This one's gonna be a nice striped, big, meaty tomato. I don't have any fruit on that one yet, but it's only a matter of time, I guess. This one is Chernobyl. It's gonna be a yellow, smallish yellow tomato. This one died. This one was a purple Russian. It's one of the ones I'm trying to decide if I want to try and regrow. Now, I sold all of my extra seedlings. And so the ones that I had of the purple Russian that I sold to people, those did good. And mine died. This one's the pork chop, and I have some good sizable fruit on here. And they're gonna be yellow stripe. This is a lucid gem. Now this one I am gonna definitely rip out because it is dead. I grew this one last year and I loved it. So, I mean, it's not really important for me to grow one this year. I'll just put one of my extra seedlings that I have in here in its place. This one is black from Tulia. Now I'm noticing I have actually double planted some of these. Like I have a black from Tulia already in my raised garden bed. And that one I allowed to bush out. This one I'm doing the single stem method on these since they're planted so close together. But it does have fruit on it. The next one is vintage wine. And there's a lot of flowers on here, and there's a fruit on here too. Not much, but there's something. And then this one is Ukrainian purple. Now this one I accidentally topped this plant. And what I mean by that is, if you look at this plant here, at the very top of it, this is the growing stem. Okay, so that's what they call the leader. Okay, and this is the stem, right? And then, you know, for me, I'm trying to grow a single stem, so as other stems or suckers pop out here, I cut them off. And so I just have one, what they call the leader, that grows, and that's where all the new fruit and flowers and leaves and everything, that's where it's going to continue to grow up, up, and up. Okay, so when you top a plant, any plant, when you top it, you cut off this grow point, and the plant then stops growing. It doesn't grow any taller. It might bush out and grow wider, like more branching and stuff, but it does not grow taller. So I accidentally cut this one. It was supposed to be a single stem like all the rest, and since I accidentally topped this one and cut that leader point off, I thought it was the end of the world. I thought I was going to rip this plant out, but what happened was, and this goes to show you how resilient these plants are, what happened was 2 shoots shot out from the sides of that middle center stem, and when that happened, I just let them stay. So this one actually it's a 2 stem, method, not a single stem. It's a double stem. You can see I have, well, that tomato is all cracked up and not good. I'll probably cut that off, but hopefully we'll get some more flowers and stuff set on here. But that one is the Ukrainian purple. My potatoes, I gotta go on ahead and harvest those because they've been ready. My husband was gonna come out and help me harvest them, and he ended up tweaking his back and took time off of work because his back was killing it. This one is called Rose. It's gonna have pink tomatoes. So now this one is a good example of a two stem. The single stem, this one would be my leader, but I left this one. This is another grow point. I left this one though because I was thinking this one might be a stronger candidate than the other one. So I don't know, I'm gonna see. Okay, and this one is Abe Lincoln. And you'll notice that a lot of them, the leaves are curled because it's hot. It's still pretty warm out here. And they get stressed with the heat. This one's a pink oxheart. You see my little entourage, my little groupies that are following me. This one, I don't think is gonna make it. This one is pineapple. It's another yellow, large, stripy type tomato. That one's not gonna make it either. And then there's this one, and this one has fruit on it. This one is German Johnson. And then this one had a whole bunch of flowers set, but then the heat hit. I did notice though that there is a little one that's started right here, so I'm happy for that. This one is the Japanese black trifle or trifle. Some of these names, I don't know. Some of these names are just funny. This one is Mr. Stripey. It's gonna be a large red and yellow stripe slicer tomato. This one is tie-dye, Berkeley tie-dye. And I actually have fruit on there. It didn't have fruit on there the other day when I was pruning it. So maybe the pruning helped pollinate those. I don't know. And then this one is an orange oxheart. And then another casualty. This one is a gold medal. I was really looking forward to this one, to trying this one. I heard a lot of good things about it, and well, it died. I guess some of them are not as heat tolerant as others. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I might just wait until next season and grow that one, or I might. It's still really warm, and I'm still able to grow some stuff and have a fall garden. Now I haven't pruned any of these yet. I mean, I pruned them initially, but the other day when I was going through and pruning, I didn't go through these guys. So they're going to be a little bushier than the first ones you saw. This one is a pink brandywine. You can see I've got good fruit set on there. And if you notice, the lower limbs are still there. On all the other ones, I cleaned up the lower limbs so that there's no leaves hanging down around the dirt. But I hadn't got to these ones yet. But yeah, pink brandywine. I'm looking forward to trying this one. A lot of people have good things to say about that one. In fact, they have a lot of good things to say about the taste of that one, but then they say that it takes forever for the fruit to ripen or for it to set fruit. So I don't know, we'll see. This one is Hungarian heart. I thought I was going to have to start a new plant for this one, but this one actually rebounded on its own, which I'm very happy about. So I'm gonna go through and prune him up and everything, but he was just a little guy. I accidentally topped him, but he started curling up, and he kind of looked like how this one looks. That's how he looked, and then he rebounded. So Anyways, this one is great white. It's supposed to be a white tomato. And trying to see if I see any fruit. I don't see any fruit on this one yet, but it's still nice and pretty. Looks pretty healthy too. This one is the green zebra, and it has fruit set on it. That is really cute. I like all the little stripes. Okay, and this one that I showed you before that's dying is Aunt Ruby's German green. I might have an extra seedling of this one left over in my solo cups, because I do still have those. And if I do, that'd be great. I can replace some of the ones that are dying. And this one is Opalka, and it has a tomato on the back side there of it. This one is Orange Icicle. It has some tomatoes coming out on it. I have to finish pruning these. This one, no tomatoes yet. This one is True Black Brandy Wine. This one has no tomatoes on it that I can see yet. This one is Giant Belgium. And this one has some tomatoes. This one is Wasipinikan Peach. I hope I said that right. I don't think I did, but I hope I did. Oh, I need to get these onion seeds before they get all over the place. I didn't notice that they were ready. Okay. And then this one, I don't see any tomatoes yet on it. This one is Dr. Weishy's Yellow. This one is Amish Paste. Oh, it's a nice, healthy looking plant, but I don't see any tomatoes on that one yet. None on this one yet. This one is Ananas Noir. This one is Cherokee Purple. This one, oh, I might have to put this one up on the screen because it doesn't have the nameplate on it. It came off. I don't remember which one that one is. And this one is Paul Robeson, which this is the second plant of that I have out here. So the green zebra, I have 2. The black from Tulia, I have 2. This Paul Robeson, I have 2. This next one is Constatulo Genovese. That one I have 2 as well. It doesn't have any tomatoes. Oh, this one has a tomato right there. This one is Tigerella. That one has a little tomato starting. Yay. Okay. And then this one is Amana. I don't see any tomatoes on it. And then there's this one. This one's Old German. It is little too. This one actually was dying from a fungus, and I was able to save it, so I'm happy for that. This one is a second Constatulo Genovese. And then this one is Bonnie's Best. This is Bonnie Best. And this one is Kellogg Breakfast. So there you have it. And I have to get these all pruned up for the first time. And then I have my peanut plant that finally, after 8 tries, I finally got one to grow. So I'm happy about that. This is Tomato Row. And all the tomatoes that I have on there. And I'm going to add a few more. I'm going to take out the dead ones and replace them with some other ones that I have. and I will keep you up to date on these ones as best I can. The sun is about to go down. So pretty. I have all my sunflowers. I have to go and cut off all the dead heads off, but these ones over here just opened up and they look like a little bouquet of sunflowers. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching my videos, and I will be back with a tour, a garden tour, show you some new things that I'm going to be planting and transplanting. And I think the next video you'll see from me is the harvest video, because I'm going to do that one tomorrow. And I'm not going to harvest this corn just yet, this popcorn. It's about ready. I have to let it finish drying out and dying off first. I will see you on the harvest video. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, I invite you to please subscribe and click like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the video. And as always, you guys, God bless.